Hi there, welcome back to Being Your Ray. I hope you're doing well. And for today's episode, I wanted to discuss, or rather, expand on fears that hold us back. I have mentioned about one of those fears in the previous episodes, which is the uncertainty and the results part, and not knowing if all the effort that you're putting into something will pan out or give you any sort of return. So, apart from that, the other thing that has been like a big fear of mine has been, am I skilled enough to build something of my own? And I just wanted to share a certain learnings that I've had from my experience, and that has helped me to overcome this fear. So, let's get started. So, a lot of you might know that I started with my content creation journey on LinkedIn. And I think I wrote consistently for 9 months over there. Before that, I also wrote on a blog to be able to get consistent with writing. And before that, I had never really been consistent with anything at all in my life in terms of being accountable to myself. Writing was the first thing ever. And the reason why I was able to do that was majorly because of two people. One was a friend who saw that I am good at this and kept pushing me for 2 months at a stretch that I should give it a chance at least and not let this thing go. And the another thing was getting into the first round of a content writing internship, which was conducted by Ankur Wariku. And that gave me a level of boost that maybe I am being blind to someone that others, sorry, I am being blind to certain qualities that I have within me that others are able to notice, and I should give this a try. And during the process, I started feeling better. And so that feeling of excitement and the confidence boost that it gave me was the reason that I was able to stay consistent. But I did not have all of it in the start, and for a good while, I was skeptical if I am skilled enough to even do this thing in the first place and give it a thought. Like, why would anyone read my posts? Why would anyone want to listen to me? All the normal issues that all of us come up with. I think everyone wishes to do something different with their lives, but then it boils down to it's not just about you having fun doing what you do, but also the people who are going to consume your content or are going to interact with whatever you create. Do they find value in it? Are they able to connect with you on any level? And is there any resonating factor for them to keep coming back to you? So all of those things can bother you with time, and it has certainly been a huge roadblock for me. So the way I see it is, first, I would never know unless I get my hands dirty. So first thing is that. The second thing is I need to find something that interests me. I don't have to be the best at it. I don't need to know everything about the topic. I don't need to have crazy research skills. All I need to have is a genuine curiosity to pursue that topic or anything in general, so that I at least can stick to what brings an innate sense of belongingness to me. So for me, that was anything related to personal growth at that time. And I started with just reflecting on my day, anything that felt special, that felt like I should be grateful for, that was like a learning I needed to extract from my life. And what that process did was not just get me closer to who I am and how I function on the regular basis, but it also gave me a huge feeling of satisfaction that I am the creator and this thing belongs to me. And this is an extension of me, a product of me. So when you create anything by yourself, be it your personal brand, a product, or a service, it is literally an extension of you. And through that particular product, service, or brand, someone is able to experience the deepest parts of you and the core of what your potential can bring out. So that relationship runs very deep. The relationship that you have with your work and the relationship that you have with anyone who comes across your work. So you are fully immersed into that process like nothing else. Because everything that I had done apart from all of this personal brand and content creation thing, always felt like this is something I'm doing for someone else or to get something out of a degree or a call or a job. But for the first time, it felt like I'm doing something for myself. And since it's an extension of who I am, it is so much more dear to me than anything that I will put my efforts into. So I know naturally that I am not going to be as attentive, as creative, as free doing anything else but this because I have complete control over the entire process. And that keeps me going. That is more than my fear of am I skilled enough to talk about something, to share something, to advise something, to inspire something. All of that becomes secondary when I know that this is the best that I can come with and better than anything that I've tried before in my life. So it becomes a very reassuring factor. And you'll only see that when you keep growing throughout the process of building something by yourself. But as a beginner, the only thing I would suggest is to find areas that bring out curiosity within you, that attract you the most. And even if it's not something specific or niche based, just exercise your muscle of what fascinates you, what grabs your attention on a daily basis, and you will be able to find something or the other to stick to. And once you have that, keep learning about that topic, keep practicing whatever you learn about that topic. And while you do both of these things, keep journaling, recording, or reflecting on whatever experiences you have. And that's it. That's your personal brand. That's your something that you've created by yourself. So, interests, practicing, experiencing, all of those things can form like a beautiful blend of what is unique to you. And in this day and age, when there is an audience for anything and everything, There's literally no excuse to start something that defines you. Once you have this process in place, you'll see that following it on a regular basis makes you skilled at it because you're practicing everything. Any skill that you pick up, any new habit that you want to take will come down to practicing at the end. And when you keep hammering that same skill over and over again and keep practicing it on a regular basis, there's no way that you won't get better at it in a year, 2 years, a decade. All you need to do is keep hammering, keep practicing till the point that you get good at it. And as long as it is something that genuinely gets you interested and something you're fascinated by, that feeling of excitement will keep you coming back for more and take you to a certain level of skill. So, yeah, I just feel we give ourselves enough excuses to not try something and believe in being creators. But I know for a fact that all of us have that capacity within us and we are not exercising it well. And for me, it's just a way of having fun, knowing more about myself, growing through a process, hopefully helping someone who is in a similar situation like mine through my experiences and sharpening the skills I learned during this journey. So instead of focusing on one fear, I focus on all the good things that are coming along with it and having a bias of action, a bias for action. And I know you've heard enough about this by this point. But if you're still listening, you still haven't taken the step and you know it clearly in your heart that you want a different outcome, but you haven't been doing much about it. So here's a signal for you to get started and double down on practicing. So, yeah, if you've made this far, thank you so much for listening. I hope this helps you in some or the other way, and I'll see you in the next one.